Good morning. I am Andrea with Happy Cloud Creations. I'm jumping on today because it is week 2 of the SnowBell Prize Quilt Along. Last week we cut out all of our fabrics. This week we will be making all of the corner units. Last week I forgot to mention about the last page of the pattern is a supplemental for an alternative ways to make flying geese, and next week we'll be making block A, which has the flying geese. So if you haven't cut your fabric yet, you might want to check out these alternative methods, and it'll tell you if you want to do the one at a time flying geese, these are the pieces you need to cut. If you want to do the half square triangle method, these are the pieces you need to cut, and then not cut the ones in the pattern. That's why in the pattern, when I have the cutting instructions, I have a little symbol that says FG, flying geese, HG, hourglass, HST, half square triangle. It kind of helps you identify if like, oh, I decided I want to make my half square triangles a different way. Because I know there's some people that like to make them an 8 at a time way. You would say, okay, I won't cut these half square triangles and I'll cut them the way I like to cut them. Because today we're doing half square triangles. My pattern has the method of 2 at a time, made slightly larger than needed, and then trimmed to size. Also, somebody had a question about the diagrams. This is your A color. This is your B color. And then on the back is your C color. You can use for block C for block 1, C for block 2, or for fat quarters, and then also for half yard cuts. Just make sure you're looking at the color so that you're not accidentally cutting out the wrong pieces. So today, first you're going to make your half square triangles. I worked a little ahead because I realized that now that I work at my daughter's school, I am part of staff, and the staff is going to have a baby shower. The last week of the Quilt Along is December 13th. And the baby shower is December 14th. So I actually have 1 week less to complete this quilt than I thought. So I started working on the corner units on Monday morning. So each day before work this week, I worked a little bit on them. But if you look at the instructions on how to make the 2 at a time half square triangles, it's fairly simple. You just draw a line down the center. Let's say this is, I usually do the line on the lighter colored fabric. On the back of it, you put the 2 pieces right side fabric together, and then you'll sew on both sides of that drawn line. Cut down the middle, and then you'll press them open. When you're trimming your half square triangles, just make sure, so like this is a half square triangle in my block. When you're trimming them, before you sew them to your unit, make sure you have equal parts of fabric on both sides. Because then when you go to sew them together, look, it looks like, oh no, why is that extra fabric there? That's because when it's sewn into your block, it's going to go away. That's your seam allowance. You need that little seam allowance on all the sides of your fabric. Once you have your half square triangles put together, trim them to the size needed, so that they match the same size of your squares and the squares that are next to them, right? The white and the colored squares. They should all be 2.5 inches after you're done. Then you'll get these cute little units. I have all of this part of the block done. I just need to put the sides on them now. Once you get those together, make sure you're looking at the pressing instructions on here. So if you see I have little arrows telling you how to press, and that's because since these blocks, once they're all completed, they're alternating, you know. You're going to need block A's seems to go one way on the edges, and block B seems to go the opposite way. So when you go to sew those 2 blocks together, the seams will go like this and nest together good, and there'll be less bulk if your seams nest together. So I don't think anyone's on. Because I was like, I usually say, oh, say hi if you're on, so I can see if I can see comments. But I don't know if anyone's on right now. It's 8 o'clock here, but a lot of people are probably working today, I'm assuming. If you are out there, say hi. So step 2 on making the corner units, we're going to pin a rectangle to the side of our unit and pin a rectangle to the side of a little square. And then press them open according to the diagram. So you gotta make sure, okay, all these are gonna be my number 1 blocks. All these are gonna be my number 2 blocks. Because if you notice, the pressing instructions are different, so that when you go to line those finished blocks up, they will nest good together. Then voila, I have one done. Lots to go. So at like 9 times 4 is 36. So I got a lot to do. But I'm hoping to finish those today. And then I may just start going on to block 1. But I won't post ahead. I will post my progress assigned to the Quilt Along. So I'm not going to show you any of my block 1s till next week. If you are wanting to get your quilt done quickly too, you can work ahead too. I hope you guys are all having a great day. I'm excited to have 5 days off of work. I do need to get some stuff done today. I hope it's not crazy busy when I go out to the store. We'll see. So hopefully I can finish this today, and hopefully you guys can finish yours too, so I can get this quilt done by December 14th and gift it. Oh, there's my mouse. So I hope you have a wonderful day today, and keep posting your progress photos. If you haven't joined in yet, it's not too late. You can still join in. The pattern's 30%, and if you saw, my Black Friday sale started today. Everything in my shop is 30% off. So if there was a different quilt pattern that you liked, today is 30% off through Monday the 27th. Go check it out. I will talk to you later. Bye.